Hey, Jonathan from Buffalo Modular, and we are here on set day of another one of these chalets in the development that we're doing in Ellicottville. So this one sits just shy of 2,000 square feet above grade, but then it's a walkout basement, so there's additional living space underneath as well. Just like the rest of these, it's going to be finished down there as well. So it's a lot of house that's going to be here. So they've set 3 of the 4 boxes so far. This is a 4-box chalet. So we'll catch the 4th box going up. They're always so fast. So, but we'll catch that one. And I wanted to kind of walk you through today. Hopefully we can get into the house and check it out, see what it's like inside, see how much is finished upon arrival for the house as well, because that's always a question that people are looking for answers on, is just how much do I need to do and all of that. So we'll get those answers for you here and continue to document this house. So you can see they're putting that 4th box on right now, and like I said, this is 4-box chalet, which means the upstairs is all finished. Now it's finished. Right at the top you can see here, this is 3 windows in here, so you can see how that's framed out ahead of time. So they're going to be framing the rest of that out on site and then putting that window in, so it'll all be installed and finished before they leave here. And so you can see the shingles are on the majority of the roof. Obviously the peak is not up yet, and that needs to be finished out as well. And then obviously where kind of the break goes, where the eave is, that needs to get finished as well for shingling. But the majority of the house is all shingled, which is fantastic. So let's take a look from the other side. And then they'll set the rest of these windows here as well as a part of the set. You can see the center section of the windows is not in right now. Those are panelized sections that'll be dropped into place.
Yeah, this is your kingdom. This is Theodore. Hey, Theodore. You're getting tired. You haven't, eh? No. Oh, let me give you this, brother. Well, thank you very much. It's amazing, eh? Yeah. The process.
Incredible.
So that's the wind column going in. Yep, exactly. So they're picking it up with the crane. You can barely see it here just because of where I'm standing. But you can see they're going to pick that up and they're going to set it. It's going to go from the peak all the way down to the ground floor, or well, the first floor, I guess I should say. So it'll brace the entire house on that wall.
Yeah. At both ends?
No, just this side. It's because of the vaulted ceiling aspect of it that they need to put that in.
This is where you know whether it's been built right or not.
Right. I mean, think about the precision that's got to be there on this thing, right? I mean, there's very little room for error.
Our house in Toronto is not built that straight.
No?
That's the problem with building on site, is you have the luxury of, like, the theory of fixing errors on site.
I mean, that is nice to be able to have that ability.
Well, it's not, because they use that luxury.
Right, exactly. That's the other side of it, exactly.
This was completely my wife's undertaking.
Well, that's because she's so great.
It's because she's so grateful. It's been her wish forever to have a vacation home, and now she's having it built. And once these guys heard about it, Oliver and Theodore and William, and of course
and
Matt,
then they willed it into existence.
Then they willed it into existence in a big hurry. They looked at my checkbook and said, "There's plenty, Grandpa, plenty." So we decided we would do it, and here we are.
That's great.
A few weeks away from occupying, right? And I hope you'll come back and take another video while we're inside.
Exactly.
And we'll share some of this nice wine with you.
That's fantastic.
Say hi, everybody.
He's ready for a nap.
He's definitely ready for a nap.
Even if everything goes perfect, it can't not be stressful. Because I mean, you just said it was something that you were excited about for a long time, you know? Right. So it's going to be a little bit stressful just because of the pressure that's on it, you know?
Right.
But yeah.
No, it's just awesome. I can't believe I'm actually standing in front of mine instead of
That's right. That's right. Now we gotta wait for the pistachio siding to go on. I can't wait to see this. Pistachio siding.
Well,
I'm very excited about this. All right, we're gonna get into this house. I wasn't sure if we would make it today. Here we go. Okay, much like a lot of the rest of them, we're in the mudroom sort of space here, so you get some landing points here and here for benches and stuff like that. And then washer dryer over here. Closet for the washer dryer, which is great to have that access right here. It's fantastic. Closet space over here. And then we walk in, we got barn doors, right? On both sides. And then again, Very similar to the other ones. You got a bathroom right across from the main entrance. Vanity's already installed. Flange is installed for the toilet. Plumbing lines are running the walls. The reason this wasn't done in advance is because that was the selection that was made to do it on site. So we left it exposed and left it ready for on-site tile work and that. And we'll go this way first. And see, we got a nice little closet here. And then the 2 bedrooms off the back. Here's one with a double window. And closet. Nice trim selection, I like that. Another bedroom over here. Here's the great Alex Porritt, everybody's favorite. Alex is the developer for this project, so it's been great to work with through this whole thing and helping get homeowners the house that they're looking for and all of the finishes that they want. It's been a really great project to work together on. Same as the other bathroom here in terms of the amount of finish that's done. Subfloor is obviously installed here, you can see that. Here's a bunch of the trim that's gonna go along the baseboards, but that wasn't installed because the flooring isn't installed. A lot of times the flooring is going to be mostly installed, or at least half, I should say, installed from the factory. Didn't from this for this particular house. Wanted to do it all on site. Totally fine. It's an option to you. Kitchen cabinets. It was just a timing thing where the kitchen cabinets weren't installed in advance from the factory. But you can see obviously everything's all run. There's the water line for the fridge, ventilation for the range. Electric outlet for the range as well, and then of course here's the sink. It looks like there's an outlet for dishwasher and yeah, probably garbage disposal and that sort of thing. You can see recessed lighting in here is able to be installed in advance, but where you have that break point, as we've talked about many times before in other videos, is the vaulted ceiling here. So all of this is all temporary. It's all going to come out. It's here for transportation purposes. It actually makes things a little easier for finishing things on site on the upstairs as well, because then you set up scaffolding. What was that?
Makes it a lot easier to finish.
Yeah, I mean it's you need all that bracing to be able to ship it out here, but it actually is quite helpful to do. I always get nervous personally walking out there. I always think it's going to actually I'm going to be the one person that it's going to collapse on. It won't, but I just, I don't know. I think worst case scenario all the time.
You should be fine.
Right.
But it's actually, I will say, for the vaulted ceiling,
yeah,
it's amazing how much easier it is for our guys to go and finish.
Are they going to do planking on the ceiling, or are they going to drywall? What's the plan?
They are drywall, but they're going to do the faux beams like we have in our house too.
That turned out fantastic.
Yeah,
I love that.
Really nice.
That's really good. And then what are they doing for the fireplace here? Is this going to be gas or?
Gas, yeah.
Okay. And then is it? Are they doing mantle above and that sort of thing? Are they doing tile or stone or anything?
In the barnwood, same as house too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great, man. It's looking really good. Here's all the rest of the drywall for the rest of the spaces that weren't able to be installed drywall in advance. You can see the stairs going up. I might try to sneak up there. So these, they'll finish setting these stairs here as well. Let me see if I can make it up here. Let me see what I can do. I just gotta crawl. Ah. Hello. All right, we are here. Here's the whole master suite space, which is fantastic. If only you could look this open but be safe, will be awesome. They still got to put the rest of the decking on. You can see they're grabbing the decking for the roof here right now. Or this is for this, but they're going to grab the decking from for that as well. And then closet, the same sort of thing as lot 2. Very, very similar to that. You can have a triple window in here, which will look really, really nice. Big wide open master suite. Here's the bathroom. Let's take a look at this. So shower, right? And tub. Same as the other one. Toilet flange here. Cabinets installed. On the upstairs, they need to install the plumbing in advance because while it is going through the floor, It's upstairs, so you'd have to tear a bunch of things apart to put that in. So the goal is always to make it easier, not harder. To do. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video of the day that this house is being set here in Ellicottville. Again, this is a series of chalets that we're doing here in Ellicottville. There's a few different designs. You can see some similarities, obviously, with this one to the first one that we did in this series, which is actually right next door. Here, you can see it right here. You can barely see it through the woods, which is awesome. It's awesome that you can barely see it through the woods because that means that there's a lot of privacy here, which is fantastic on this development. Usually when you talk about developments, you're usually talking about houses that are right up on top of each other. This is a very different sort of development, so it's a different situation. But we'll continue to document this house as things progress through. But I wanted to show you how things came together on set day here. It was really great being able to talk with the owners of the house, being able to talk to the developer a little bit as well, which has been really, really fun. And this has been a great project to be a part of and to work on for these owners and for the developer here. We're really enjoying the series of chalets and watching each of them come together and seeing the similarities and seeing the little differences in each one of them. It's a lot of fun. So like I said, we'll continue to document this and show you how everything comes together. But hopefully you got a chance to see through this just how much can be done. This one is actually interesting because there's a few things that weren't done that are often done. Things like cabinets in, flooring, showers, things like that. But you can see that all the prep work is there and ready to go. But what's nice about this is you get to see really just how customized you can make this stuff on site. We get a fair amount of people that are either in the trades or a family that's in the trades, so they can do a lot of things themselves, or they have like really specific finishes that they're looking for. And so this gives you a lot of opportunity to really kind of make it your own, even beyond what can be done in a factory setting, which is pretty awesome. Some of these finishes could have been installed from the factory. They just chose not to, either because they were working on it themselves. In this specific case, I think it was more so the specific nature of the material that they were trying to do was a little bit complicated to try to do in the factory. But flooring could have been done in advance, no problem. Cabinets, like we talked about when we were inside that kitchen, could have been installed in advance. It was just a timing issue was all that it was really for that. So it's a pretty great setup to get a significant amount of work done in advance. It really cuts down a significant amount of time on site. And as I've talked to some of the contractors who've been on these projects, they're grateful to not have to be out here quite as much for each of these houses. And they get to move along with the project that they're trying to work on, which is awesome. So anyway, just reach out to us about your building project, about what you're thinking about for yours. The unique nature of this one is more so just the amount of things that they left off rather than the amount of things that were done. As always, we want to hear about what you're looking to do and how we can help your building projects, so feel free to reach out. Thanks a lot.